message boards remind us every day about the number of traffic fatalities on Tennessee roads. Many of the victims in those wrecks were not wearing their seatbelts, including 2 within just the last day. News Channel 5's Chris Cannon went to a driving school tonight where seatbelts are the biggest part of the lesson, and it's a story all new at 10.
And Jessica, nationwide, 87% of people wear their seatbelts. Now, that number is about 85% in Tennessee and Kentucky. That is good news, but it also means 15% of us still aren't buckling up when we get in the car.
Okay, go ahead and we'll back out of here.
Every time Mitchell Price climbs into the driver's seat,
Okay, we're going to turn left at the very next light.
it's a learning experience. As the 15-year-old works his way towards a learner's permit, he and his parents decided classes at Brentwood Driver Training would be a good idea.
It makes the insurance cheaper, and they also thought that this place would teach me better than they could.
Before Price even started these classes, he already had one lesson down.
I always wore my seatbelt because I was nervous about getting killed or something in a crash.
Jeremy Lyon has been teaching teens the rules of the road for years.
What the very first thing we do in Get Car is we tell them to put on their seatbelt, but we'll actually wait to see if it's a habit yet for them to put their own seatbelt on.
But he's heard plenty of reasons why first-time drivers think they don't need to buckle up.
The teenagers will say, well, now that we have airbags, we don't need seatbelts. They got ejected from the car and it saved their life. And if they'd been wearing a seatbelt, they would have died. Statistically, that's just not the case. In 99.9% of the time, you're going to do better in a car accident with your seatbelt on.
Twice in 24 hours, there were traffic fatalities, and the victims were not wearing seatbelts. A teenager died on Interstate 24 in Laverne Sunday, and a 35-year-old man was killed on State Route 840 in Hickman County Monday morning. It's a sobering safety reminder to make it click.
Teenagers at 16 years old, 17 years old, they feel like they're immortal.
But no one is, and that can be a painful lesson to learn.
And here are some sobering statistics. Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death among teens. In 2012, 55% of teens killed in traffic wrecks in the U.S. were not wearing their seatbelts. Experts say seatbelts do reduce serious crash-related injuries and deaths by about half. Of course, wearing a seatbelt is the law.